Hey friends, Ash here with Gents. Hope you're doing really well. I am hyped for this release. I am pumped. It is Prada Luna Rossa Ocean. Finally got it in. Gonna unbox it, give you guys a first impression. I ordered this straight from Prada's website. It cost me $95 plus shipping, and it comes in a 100 ml size bottle. I think it started to pop up at retail stores in the US also. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's crack this open. Let's see if it's any good. Now, like I said, I ordered this from Prada's website, and it came inside this voluptuous bag. Opulent. It is pretty nice, though. It says Prada at the bottom here, and it's a nice kind of velvety feeling on the inside, nice and thick to protect the box. So I dig that. Don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it feels too nice to throw away, so figured I'd show it to you. And another thing that I noticed is that Prada has updated the note listings for this fragrance from when it was first announced. So when it was first announced, it had 4 notes. One of those notes was caramel, which didn't really make any sense. But now we've got the full note breakdown, so I'm gonna read that off to you really quickly before we jump into the fragrance. Has a top of bergamot, pink pepper, and artemisia, mid of iris, lavender, and saffron, and a base of vetiver musks and patchouli. And actually the way that Prada themselves describe this fragrance is that it has kind of a second skin leathery effect. So that's still not what makes me think of the ocean, but yeah. Not a lot to say about that. Just kind of like, you guys, you know what an ocean is, right? Like, it's not leather. But I'm just messing with you. I haven't even smelled it, so I can't really bust on it. Just thought it was kind of funny. And one final thing before we get into the fragrance, I've started a membership program. So you can click the join button below. It'll take you to a video that I made that goes over all the different tiers and the different rewards. So there's 3 tiers. Rewards include exclusive videos, early access to videos, emojis, badges. I'm gonna do giveaways on there. Members only live streams, polls where you can determine things you wanna see on the channel, just a whole bunch of stuff. So check that out below. The first giveaway is actually going to be a full-size bottle of Rossa Parfums Oceania. Now the channel itself is gonna stay the exact same. The memberships just is a way that I can interact with you guys on a different kind of level and also do a bunch of videos that I would not normally do. So you're gonna see reviews on there of fragrances I would normally cover. You're gonna see buying guides, lists, a lot of different things. So if you're interested in the membership, check that out below. Let's jump into Luna Rossa Ocean, and I'll do a giveaway in this video for a decant from this bottle too, since it's new. So here we've got the box, looks nice. Prada Ocean Luna Rossa Eau de Toilette, 100 ml size, has a nice gradient where it's darker at the bottom, gets lighter up at the top gradually. You have that stripe that goes along the front of the box, up to the top. Nothing on the sides other than a QR code. On the back, you have your ingredient information, and then on the bottom of the box you have your batch code. And here we've got the bottle. I gotta say, I like the way this looks really nice. It's got a dark blue coloration at the top. You can just see the fragrance through it. It's really nice. Again, name of the house, name of the fragrance on the front there. Nothing on the back. On the bottom, sticker with your batch code, which is 22U406X. Now I love Prada. I'm a big fan. Almost every fragrance that they put out I've enjoyed. At the very minimum, I thought it was good, and then some of them I think are just great. So really interested in this one. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. That's pretty good. For a split second there, the pink pepper and the bergamot gave me flashbacks of Luna Rossa Carbon. Just for a split moment. It is, though, ever so slightly in that style, I would say, in the sense of it being a kind of a people pleaser, sauvage-y kind of fragrance. Not really close to sauvage, but it's like an offshoot, you know, it's like the second cousin twice removed or something. And that's because of the bergamot, the pepper, and the lavender in here, the way that they're melding together, the way that they're working. It's kind of putting that thought in my brain. Certainly not as unique as something like Luna Rossa Black was when that came out, or Luna Rossa Extreme, rest in peace. F's in the chat for that one. There's like a really light powderiness underneath everything. That's typical Prada. You pick that up in probably 90% of their fragrances. Iris here, not really a makeup-y type of iris, just a little bit powdery in the initial blast here. I kind of get what they're talking about with the whole leathery undertones. It's kind of a leather you have to use your imagination to pick out, and I know it's not in the official note breakdown, it's just how they describe it. My initial impression is that it's not bad. It's not really blowing me away, but it's better than a lot of fragrances that have come out this year. I think the versatility here is going to be through the roof. At least that's how it's coming across, especially as I get used to the fragrance more and know what to expect when I spray it on. I think that it's going to be the type of scent that would be a great dumb reach. You know, just grab it, spray, and go. Wear it pretty much anywhere, anytime. I'm going to go ahead and let this dry down. I will be right back in 2 seconds for you guys to tell you how it goes as it dries down, what my wife thinks about it also. And I'm back. I told you, like 2 seconds. So this one, as it dries down, actually pretty quickly, it goes a completely separate path from Carbon. So don't worry about that. This thing is really completely different. It's just in the opening there for a little bit, kind of gave me vibes or shades of Carbon, if you want to call it that. So with this being called Ocean, you would think it's going to be ultra aquatic. It's really not though. Yeah, it's got kind of an aquatic feel in the sense that it comes across a little bit salty as it dries down, but it's not a full-on, in-your-face, watery, fresh aquatic. There's a good amount of depth here and a little bit of warmth also. The lavender stays for quite a while. The iris comes in a little bit more, never really becomes the dominant note in the fragrance though. Saffron, don't pick up too much of it really. I mean, maybe as I wear it more and I get used to what's coming, I'll be able to pick it out more, but in my first wearing here, not getting a whole lot, or really not much at all. Into the dry down, picking up more musk than anything else. Musk, a little bit of patchouli. Vetiver, not a ton, more musky than anything. Does smell like there's some amber woody type facet to the fragrance also, which is not really a big surprise. Not a listed note, but there's some in here. Had my wife check it out and she thought it smelled interesting. To her, a little bit more green than aquatic. Because I said, hey, you know, this is the new Luna Rossa Ocean. She was like, oh yeah, so I bet it's gonna be super watery. And then when she got a whiff of it, she was like, interesting. So yeah, a little bit of a green vibe to her, much more so than the aquatic vibe. And again, to me, it's more of like a sea salty sort of thing going on than it is a true out and out, fresh, watery, aquatic type scent. For her overall, just her first impression, she thinks it's okay. That it's good, not great. I think that overall this is going to be fairly successful, at least initially, because the name of the fragrance Ocean is going to appeal to a lot of people because, you know, casual wearers of fragrance, a lot of times what they go for is aquatic, fresh type stuff. You know, something that's just going to have them smelling clean and approachable. So with the name Ocean and this nice attractive bottle, I imagine a lot of people are going to go for it. For me personally, first impression wise, I would put this below Luna Rossa Black. I would put it below Luna Rossa Carbon and above Luna Rossa Sport and the original Luna Rossa, at least as far as the fragrances that are still being sold in retail stores for Prada, in the Luna Rossa line, I should say. It's clean, it's easy to wear, it's approachable. It is different enough that it stands out from most of the new releases that have come out. Still yet though, for me, isn't an immediate must buy. Yeah, I think for me, this is gonna be below Black, below Carbon, above the other two. It is not a bad release, but I'm not in love with it here initially. We'll see. It's one of those fragrances that, again, I'd probably put it like a 7, something like that. Let's go ahead and do a giveaway of a decant from this bottle. That way one of you out there can check this out, get some good use out of it and decide if you want to buy it or not. So here's how it's gonna work. Leave a comment below saying that you want to be entered in the giveaway. Just let me know what your favorite Prada Luna Rossa fragrance to date is. That's all you've got to do in the comment. Also be subscribed to the channel and throw a like on this video. About a week from today, I'll go ahead and pick a winner via random comment picker. I'll post it up on the community tab of my YouTube channel. So as long as you're subscribed, you should see that. If you're the winner, hit me up. I'll make a decant of this bottle, send it out to you. And we'll do this one worldwide. So there we go, Prada Luna Rossa Ocean. It's a bit of a twist on lavender, really, because there's a bunch of lavender throughout the scent, and you may think that the iris would be more of a focal point, but it's not. Kind of sits underneath the lavender the whole way through. Salty, amber, woody, musky. It's not ultra hyper unique, but it's well done. I would be lying to you though if I said that it really nails everything for me. I think it's good, but you know, it's just not quite there for me. It's like there's just something that is missing for me. I love the presentation, love the house, and I think it's a solid release. A lot of people are gonna like it, and you're gonna have a lot of people that, you know, are let down a little bit. So it's kind of in this limbo, this middle area somewhere. All right, it's gonna do it for me. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you smelled this one also, you can let me know that in the comments below. Stay safe out there, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you later.